I was working at a restaurant, probably about 50 hours a week, trying to support my son by myself as a single mom. When he was about 16 or 17 months old, my son was diagnosed with speech apraxia. The facial muscles weren't developed enough for him to be able to talk. And it was really intensive speech therapy he needed. Watching all the speech therapists and everybody like that work with my son and watch the progress that he made it was amazing. And watching how much the women he worked with, his speech therapists and the doctors and everybody, they all truly enjoyed working with him and helping him and teaching him and guiding him. It opened something up to me, and it was definitely something that I felt I could see myself doing. I looked into schools, a few different schools for medical assisting, and the medical assisting program at American Institute was the most accommodating for the situation that I was in at the time. It was small, but I like small schools because usually small schools they're a little bit closer. It's more personal feeling. Everybody's on a first name basis with each other. You instantaneously get that vibe where it's a community. It's more than just a school. We all look out for each other and we all help each other. I chose medical assisting because I felt that it would give me the best foot in the door to get into the medical field, to get into speech therapy. And I knew a couple other people who had also done medical assisting programs, and they liked the job. And they liked what they were doing. Everybody's always going to need a doctor or a hospital or some type of health care. It's a universal thing. You can take your talent, you can take your skill anywhere in the world. Partway through the program, one of the instructors gave me an opportunity to go to Ghana and volunteer in a hospital. The hospital I went to was in Tema. Even though it was a main city, it's still lacking a lot of the resources and supplies and equipment we have. I learned so much, and there were a lot of people I got to help with. I got experience working with patients who have malaria, patients who have tuberculosis. You learn about how their culture and their beliefs affect what type of medical care they're willing to accept. It was an eye-opener, and I also know that I made a difference in their lives too. For me, originally when I started, it was I'm going to school for medical assisting, I'm gonna get a full-time job, I'm gonna take care of my son, and I'm not gonna have to work 50 to 60 hours a week to do it. And when I got this opportunity, it was hard because I was away from my son for over a month, but at the same time, it was beneficial. He understood what I was doing. I would talk to him on the phone at night, and he'd be like, you're in Africa, Mommy? Yes, baby, I'm in Africa. You know, and he'd tell me he missed me, but he'd also tell me that he's proud of me and he knows that the sick kids need me. I found my passion in life. I found something that I am good at. This is what I am meant to be doing. My son is proud of me for it. I am proud of myself. It wasn't easy going through school for a year, having to take my son to a bunch of speech therapy appointments and all sorts of other doctor's appointments while I was in school full-time, while I was working full-time. It was hard, it was stressful, but it was worth it. At the end of the year, when you finally get that diploma, and when you finally sit for your certification test, that feeling that it's just worth it. I never thought I would actually find a job that I enjoy doing. I enjoy being a medical assistant. I enjoy waking up every single morning and going to work. And I've loved all the experiences, I've loved all the patients and everybody I've worked for and I've worked with and everything I've learned. My name is Chrissie. I found my passion while going to school at American Institute, and anybody can do it.